This is the PressPlay software. When you log in, you'll be able to see all of your different projects. You can have multiple campaigns inside of a project, so this is really good for split testing. Say you want to split test a few different videos, you can look side by side and get conversion data and that kind of stuff. And PressPlay is a video sales builder as well as a smart video. You can embed smart video, so it's really, really cool. So watch what I'll do here. I'm going to just create a brand new project, so I'll walk you through how this works. And so, say this is our new product that we're going to be creating a campaign for. And now that's the new project. And so I have the option to create either a full-blown page, like a full video page that has the smart videos in it, or you can just create a video. So if you want to embed this video onto your own website or some other page, you can do that as well. But for this example, I'm just going to show you a page because it includes the video as well. So say this is just my unique campaign name, so I'm just going to call this my sales page, and I'll click on next. And you'll be able to use any of these templates, and we keep on adding new templates to this library. And so what I can do is just click on the template that I want to use, and all of the options on the page are customizable. Okay, so once you click on the template that you want, you're going to go inside of the editor. Okay, and it's a really intuitive editor. You'll notice that you have sales page settings, and then you'll have video settings. Now, because I'm doing the page, because I decided to create a page, it has the page and the video, right? If you're only going to be using the video settings, you wouldn't see the actual page itself. Okay, and you can customize everything. So let's start with the sales page. You can just simply go through each of these different drop downs. So there's some default options in terms of meta tags, meta description tag. If you want to put any type of tracking code inside of the header or inside of the footer, you can do that. You can change the background. So you have everything from color backgrounds, image backgrounds, video backgrounds, which is really, really cool. So I can create a really cool video background, which I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen these, but we've provided a whole bunch of different preloaded videos, or you can just go out and find any YouTube video, and you can turn your page into and so you can see the background there. So I'm just going to so you see all these different background videos that we have, but for now I think what I'll do is I'm going to stick with an image, and we have a whole bunch that you can choose from, so I can click on select, and we have a little library of videos of images. So there is the image that I'm going to use for the backgrounds, and then you can toggle any of these elements. So say that I wanted to add a header up top, or say that I want to remove the subheadline, or a video skin, or whatever it may be. I can go ahead and toggle those off or on, and I can go in there and I can change the header, the headline or the subheadlines with our inline editor. Very, very simple to, oops. And so you can see here it's just as simple as changing the headline text. Okay. So it's just that simple. You just click on the text. You have a little inline editor here, and you can go and change the background colors. You can do basically anything that you want. Obviously, it looks like it's Christmas time or something, but you get the point. Same thing like with video skins, right? If you want to use like an iPad background, or if you want to do like an opt-in form for lead gen, you could have the opt-in form on the left or the right, and you can see once the opt-in form is there, you can put in your autoresponder code, all right, to put them on a list. Or we also have API integrations with Aweber, GetResponse, and Mailchimp. So you can just select the list that you want to have them go on, and they'll automatically get added to that list. And we have a email integration page where you can go and add all of your different email autoresponders if you use multiple sources or multiple email services, and you can just select what you want. And so for this example, here are all the different lists that I have. I could say I want to go on this list. They'll automatically get added to that list, right? So that's for video skins and the opt-in area. For social sharing, you know, you can have these sharing options right here, and I'll show you guys inside of the smart video how you can do social sharing as well. For the sales area, you know, you can do a wide option, you can do a skinny option. Then you can also add a timed call to action that'll drop in here. So you could have this buy button show up, you know, say I want this to show up after 45 seconds or after, you know, after a minute and a half, okay? Or I could have the buy button show up after a certain number of visits. So maybe after 2 visits, this sales area will show up, okay? I could also enable extra HTML. So if I wanted to add HTML above the sales area or below the sales area, which would be right here or right here, I can do that as well. I can just put in the HTML code and I can add more to this page if I wanted to, okay? So these are kind of some smart sales page settings that we have, all right? And then you just have the footer area that you can toggle on or off as well, okay? So we have all the different types of page templates. You just choose what you want, and then you can easily enable and customize the settings based on you know, based on what you're looking to do, okay? Now that's for the sales page settings. Like I said before, guys, if you want, you can use just the video settings themselves, okay? You can see here for the video settings, you can use a custom source. So right, if you're using Amazon S3 or your own server to host the video files, all you need to do is put in the MP4 source code or URL, and it will display here, right? Or I could just go to, or I could do YouTube, and I'm just going to grab this link here. I'm going to pop it into here, and there's the video. Okay, you can add a little thumbnail to it if you want to, and this is really where PressPlay starts to. This is where the power starts to come out. You can auto start the page or auto start the video on page load. You can resume where the visitor left off on the video. Okay, you can tell what you want the video to do once it ends. You know, you could have it go on a loop, you could have it pause on the last frame, on the first frame, or show a black frame. So you have those types of behavioral controls. And then you have your video controls itself. So, you know, if I want to show the control bar, let me just remove that there quickly. And so I can show the control bar if I want to. Maybe I want to show the control bar on after the 3rd visit. Okay, I could have it show on hover only or always show. I could have the progress bar show, the mute button show, the toggle screen show, and so that's for the control bar, right? So you have full control over the player itself, and then we have this opt-in form overlay. So you could put in an opt-in overlay right on top of the video, and you could have it show at the very beginning. You could have it show at the very end or at a specific time. So say, you know, during your video, after 20 seconds, you say, you know, opt in now to see the rest of the video, okay? And you have the option to make it mandatory or not. You know, we have the skip option if you want, you know, if you don't want to have them have to opt in, right? Oops, let me pause that here. And so that's for the opt-in overlay, and you can do multiple options, right? You could have the opt-in overlay show up after 20 seconds, and then, you know, you could have the share gateway show up, and maybe I want to have this share button show up, and I want, you know, I can fully control what the person is going to share when they go and share the video. I can increase or decrease the opacity if I want, you know, the video to still show up in the background. So that is for that. So maybe, you know, after a minute and a half, I want the share gateway to show up, or maybe at the end of the video, right? So you can do the share gateway, and then the call to action. You know, you can add in a call to action button. Maybe I want the call to action to show up at the very end of the video. So I just do that. Let me, oops, give me a second here. Let me just. So say I want this to show up at the end of the video. I can do a text call to action. I can do an image call to action. I can do an HTML, you know, any type of HTML. You just pop it in here, and you'll have some HTML that overlays the video. Okay, and then you could also pause the video when they're outside of the viewing area, right? So when someone's consuming your page and say the video is up here towards the top, well, maybe they're scrolling down halfway down the page. You can have the video automatically pause when it's outside of the viewing area. So very, very cool. If you want them to, obviously pay attention to the video, you can automatically have it pause. Okay. So hopefully you guys are kind of seeing the power of PressPlay and just all the different customizations you can do to both the video itself as well as the different page templates. Okay. Okay. Now the other pieces to this, we know that we sometimes use WordPress for our sites. Other times we just use like straight HTML. So what I do, just click on Save and Publish. Publish. Now I can either download the zip archive, which will have everything, all of my settings in the zip file, or I can just download the WordPress plugin and I can install the WordPress plugin. It's already customized, and I just select from the drop-down inside the WordPress plugin of which sales page I want to publish to my WordPress site. So we know that a lot of you guys use WordPress. We use WordPress on the majority of our sites, so we created a simple WordPress plugin that connects. And so once you've connected or installed the WordPress plugin, you can easily just go into your PressPlay page or your video, make your changes, click on Save, and it automatically will publish to your WordPress site. Okay, so very, very simple. What I'll do is I'm just going to save and exit that, and I'm going to show you guys just a few more features that we've built into PressPlay. Okay, let me go back to the dashboard here, and so what I'll show you now is first I'll show you the email integration. So we have this email integration page. You can connect Aweber, GetResponse, and MailChimp through their APIs. And then you could also connect GoToWebinar. So you can use PressPlay inside of, you can sign people up for your GoToWebinar webinars that you're doing. So you can use this as a registration page as well. Okay. Now the other thing I do want to show you guys is we've added some stats into the video, so you can see some really cool engagement stats. So like for this video here, you can see there's been 9,541 total video views, 7,144 unique video views. Okay, so unique people that seeing the video. Now we didn't add any conversion data, but I'll show you guys how simple it is to add conversion data. You just need to add a little pixel, a little tracking code to your thank you page or whatever page they're converting on, and that'll track conversions. And I'll show you that here in a second. Okay. Now the other parts, the other graphs that it has are the engagements over the number of days. So you can see the unique views and you can see the total number of views. We also have another graph here. It does take a little bit of time to populate, but what it does is it shows you the drop-off of your video over time. So as your video is playing, you can see when is it that people are stopping or not watching your video. And it should show, I know it does take a little bit of time, it usually shows up by now. Let me try to refresh the page here. And what it'll do is it's going to show you, again, based on the number of, however long your video is, it's going to show you those total visitors and when people are leaving your video. So again, that's a great way to analyze and say, okay, well, hey, my video isn't performing well after 2 minutes. Why is it that way? Or maybe I need to move the opt-in form in the first 30 seconds of my video so that people will actually see it and opt in. And so here's that little graph. I'm not sure why there's a little bit of a delay. We'll look into that and figure out why there's a delay there. But anyways, you can see all the visits, and then you can see when people are starting to drop off. And now, as you can see, this is a pretty natural progression. But some videos, you'll notice that after 2 minutes, it just completely tanks or just dies down, and you're like, what? Why is that? And so this is a great feature to have, and a lot of people use it with Wistia, and so we built this feature into Wistia. Now, the last feature I'm going to show you guys is the conversion tracking. So depending on the type of video that you created, okay, it will depend on the conversion, right? The conversion may be a sale, It may be a webinar registrant. It may be just someone sharing something, and you can click on conversion and say this is a sale, right? A sale or a purchase or whatever it may be. Okay, you can click on next step, and it provides you with the conversion pixel that you can place on your thank you page, and then it'll track conversions as well as conversion rate. Okay, based on the number of views. So you do have conversion tracking that's added to PressPlay. Okay. Now, what I want to do is see if there's any quick questions that I can answer. I know Matt's been kind of in the background answering some questions. Yeah, I know some of you guys were asking. I can see right now. Yes, it integrates with any autoresponder service. So as long as it can provide an HTML form, right, that you can paste into PressPlay, you shouldn't have any problems. Okay. Now, yeah. So, and the videos can be embedded anywhere. It is HTML. It's built with HTML5, so it works on mobile devices. You'll notice if I go back to the sales page here, one thing I forgot to mention is if we go back into the builder, you'll see you can do a quick preview of what the page will look like on a desktop, on a tablet, as well as on a mobile device. So, up here in the top here, I can see this is what it looks like from a desktop view, and then on a tablet, you can see how everything kind of conforms. The video and the opt-in moves from the left side to below it, and then same thing with a mobile. Okay, so all of the templates are responsive. It is an HTML5 video player, so it will work on any of the on iPhone, on Android. Okay, and so that's how you can check out the responsiveness of each of the different templates. Okay, now what I want to do really quickly is okay, hold on. There is one more question. Yeah, so guys, some of you guys are asking about the autoresponder services. Just to reiterate, okay, we do have the email integrations page. Now, we do integrate at the API level with Aweber, GetResponse, and MailChimp. Okay, we'll be adding some more as this software evolves, but you don't have to. You can integrate with any autoresponder service as long as it provides you with just an HTML form code. Okay, you just go in to the back end of your page or in the builder, and you just copy and paste your opt-in form code. So it'll be like right here. If I don't want to use the API, you just paste in your autoresponder code here and say, I want to include first name or first name last name or first name email, whatever the fields that you want to add into your autoresponder. Okay, so it's very, very simple, and I can make that white, make this black. Whoops, let me. So right now that's white, that's black. Okay. So yeah, so it does work with any autoresponder. Okay. Now, I do want to do a side-by-side comparison really quickly for you guys. If any of you guys use Easy Video Suite or Wistia, I wanted to show you guys a side-by-side comparison of our PressPlay software. So we have video skins. Easy Video Suite has some. Wistia does not. We have the full page builder as well, so you can build out your video sales landing pages. Okay. We have lots of different landing page templates that you can use. All of them are customized. We have the Amazon S3 integration, which obviously if you're using Wistia, you have to use their hosting, which is, again, very expensive. We have the smart video features and the behavioral features that we showed you during the demo. We have the autoresponder integration on the landing page, as well as the autoresponder integration within the video, which is really big. And then we have advanced analytics. Easy Video Suite has kind of limited analytics. Wistia has more premium type analytics, and our analytics kind of rival what Wistia can provide. And then we have the timed call to action buttons within the video as well as on the landing page. Okay, so you can set up timed call to actions on both the video and the page. We have the simple WordPress integration. We have the Facebook integration for Facebook sharing, and then you can completely remove any branding of PressPlay if you want to. Okay, so that's kind of how we stack up against the competition, if you will. Okay.